Hello again everybody, and welcome to video number 3 in my series of making money with your laser. Today we're going to look at an action called the gold method that will automatically process your photo for photo engraving, kind of like what PhotoGrave does. It's a little dated, but it's a good starting point for processing your photos. I will place a download link for this file. If you're part of the Facebook group, it's in the download section. If you're anything like me, I don't like using these automatic installers, especially like in my case with a 64-bit system. It maybe isn't going to find the right place to put it anyway. So I like to just put it in myself. Now this comes with a nice little text file that has some instructions in it, and it'll tell you where to put it if you're not absolutely sure, and we can go from there. In my case, I'm going to go to my C drive, and I'm going to go to Program Files, Adobe, Photoshop, and we're going to look for our presets and our actions. This actions will go into that actions folder. Now it's already there, but I'm going to drag and drop it in there again. And there it is. Now it's in there and it will be usable. So once that's all done and that action is now in there, we can open up Photoshop. And once we're in Photoshop, we're going to open up a photo. Now the photo that I'm going to open is the same photo that I used when I uploaded the image of the cheap little plywood that I engraved on of the Smokey the Bear Monument, a little landmark here in International Falls, Minnesota. Now if we look at this photo, we see it's not a very good photo. The colors are kind of washy, and if we look at the actual data on the image, we see it's only got a resolution of 72 pixels per inch. Not very big. But that's okay, because we're going to go into our actions window and we're going to find the gold method. Now in the gold method, there's different resolutions you can select. Now I'm doing wood, so I'm going to just do 300 dots per inch positive. Now if you wanted to do this on a black granite, you would want to go negative. And you can play with the different resolutions and get whatever it is you're looking for. You have to experiment with this stuff, but like I said, this is at least a good starting point. Okay, we're going to save this bitmap file now so that we can import it into RDWorks so that it's usable with our laser machine. Now you could open that up with Corel and port it into RDWorks after you manipulate it some more if that's what you wanted to do. But I found that this photo actually laser engraved rather nicely right into RDWorks just as it was. I didn't have any issues with how it engraved. I imported it. The biggest mistake I think I made when I was processing this is I've come to the conclusion that from now on, when I import these photos that have been processed, I don't think I'm going to even look at the simulation anymore, because it just never really gives a good representation of what it's going to look like anyway. Now I don't like how big this is, so I just locked the aspect ratio and changed it to 80%, and it shrinks it down to a much more manageable size. And again, like I said, I don't know why I ran the simulation on this. Set my speed at 300, set my power at 15%, And that's what I used to engrave that photo with. I think it came out rather well. Getting all kinds of weird little messages here. Again, if we look at this, it's not a good representation of what it is that actually gets output from your laser. And if we look here, this was the finished product. Again, that's just cheap, what is it, 3/16 of an inch plywood, and I thought it came out rather well. I hope you enjoy this one. I hope it helps people out, and I hope you look forward to more videos. If you have any suggestions on what you'd like to see, just give me a post. Thanks for watching.